Hey there, sign of Cancer. My name is Kim, and I'll do your reading for February 2021. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all the support that I can get. I appreciate. And if you want to donate, or if you want a reading for any donation, really, while we grow this channel, look in the description box below and you'll find out how to get it. Then we're going to start with the Divine White Light surrounding us as we do the reading, surrounding you as you watch this reading, calling in Cancer's angels, spirit guides, higher self, higher power to help us with this reading for Cancer. So Cancer, let's get started for February 2021. For February, one more time. This is the archetype deck. We'll start with this, and then we'll draw some more oracle cards. And at the very end, we'll clarify with the tarot. All right, so the underworld. And let me show you the bottom. The bottom has the comic on it. This is seeing the lighter sides of things, but in its shady side is throwing shade on others. All right. So, there is a knowing. Let me look at the book for Gnosis. I'm pretty sure it's the innermost knowing. And then the underworld. We'll look at both of them and see how they come. Yeah, innermost knowing, how they combine. Mystic truths. So, it's about a knowing or truths about this underworld too. It says contemplating the mystery and unanswerable questions. So this is the felt experience, the gnosis. That's, that's a feeling. It's actually a spiritual gift to type of empath that is able to have this innermost knowing, like when something that they feel is going to happen and they don't have a vision, they just have a knowing. Maybe not even knowing where this information came from. Let's see. Oh, I love this. Yeah, the little quote that goes, that's in the book for Gnosis is, those who say they know, don't, and those who say they don't know, know. Most of the time. All right, so the underworld. This is the setting for these cards. This is a setting. All right. Okay, the underworld. In this book, it's defined as the nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. When light, this card means facing your deepest of fears, bravery, and the depth of an issue. So this might be about the depth of your knowing. The depth of your knowing. I think that's what it's about. It says this card is a call to face darkness. And amidst even our shadowiest times, facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. This kind of reminds me of the light worker card too. It's not called like light worker, but I think it's called the mystic. That is pretty much what the light worker does, is they're not afraid to go where the shadow is. And they do have an innermost knowing that their point, the reason they're here, is for light, to fight for the light, or stand up for the light. All right, so there's a knowing in these shadowy times. Let's get some of these. This is the wisdom of the Oracle deck. For Cancer, please, February 2021. All right, for February, for Cancer. All right, so we've got two main cards, and I'll show you the bottom. Soulmates, You could be meeting your soulmate or just doing something together with your soulmate. This card reminds us that even people who come to Earth to trigger us are doing so based upon an agreement, a contract that we had with them. It makes judgment and forgiving people and moving on a little bit easier thinking of it that way. Then we have No Place Like Home and Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished Symphony is obviously about tying up loose ends. It's about a cycle in your life that's just not quite done. Maybe it's the integrating part. This card doesn't tell us what part isn't finished, but you can assume it's the part right before the closure or closing of a chapter. Maybe an element of life at this time, an element needs to be finished. So No Place Like Home, this card is talking about those warm feelings that you feel from being at home. It also tells about the need to fly away from the nest. You see, the home looks like a birdhouse. So there is a need to fly away and prove your independence, and then one day come back again. So either you're returning or you're leaving. Hey, maybe you're buying or you're selling. But that is the No Place Like Home. 50 and 10 are the numbers. 50 and 10. 5 is about big change, so it might be about change. You know what's interesting? Boundaries in the book for this group of cards, this is a spellcasting deck, can mean that a person is overstepping their bounds, staying when they're really not. They're kind of staying a little bit longer than they're supposed to. But anyway, animals is on the bottom of the deck. This could be a deceased animal that's trying to say hi, or a animal that's significant in your life, representing some happiness and emotional healing. Or this can be contributions to a nonprofit for animals or working with animals. Boundaries and strength. Have the strength to set up boundaries. There's always reasons to say no. We can't say yes all the time. It's strong to stand up for what your boundaries are. You're the one that places these boundaries. So they say a light worker who isn't really in touch with what they do and the good glory of what they are, that they tend to be people pleasers. And the other ones tend to be just divinely working for the good, knowing that boundaries is a healthy part of the process. Strength could be dealing with a Leo. Or, like I said, you might just need courage or strength to set up boundaries, perhaps, at your home. So, all right. Strength to get through the unfinished symphony. Strength to deal with the underworld. And an innermost knowing, too, of this. We have Angel of Solitude. There might be a need to get out and go somewhere that you can be alone by yourself to think, meditate. So we have Angels of the Universe. Angels of the Universe. This talks about you being a very wise soul who is incarnated many times. And the reason that you are here is there is a reason, in other words, that you're here at this specific time. And through this card, you're able to ask your angels to access your Akashic records, which would tell you, lessons that you maybe learned or incompletely learned with Unfinished Symphony, maybe past issues, something like a karmic cycle that just keeps repeating until you learn and integrate. So yeah, that's calling on your angels for help with the Akashic records and your purpose and finding out what your purpose is. And there's some money. Knight of Pentacles. Whoa. All right, that, and there's 2 more. Let me go get them. They flew off. Okay. So we have Strength again. Then we have the Chariot card. We do have communication and news coming in at the bottom of the deck. So what I like to do is see kind of like where they landed and what they mean in that sense. This fell on the floor over here. Sorry, you can't see it. And then this fell on the floor over there. So really good cards. These were coming out with this Chariot, and then there's Strength again. Right there with your boundaries and your Strength card. The Wheel of Fortune comes in to bring you good luck. And the turn of events is that you're on your way to victory. You can probably see it from where you're at. Things are balanced in your life. There's still some ups and downs. Everything's always gonna take effort. Let's say, I don't know if it's always gonna be hard, but it will always take effort from your part. Then we have the Queen of Cups on the Strength card. So I think this is having the strength to sit on your throne and listen to other people. Be that ear, that compassionate person, dealing with situations and other people with love, kindness, joy. So the Queen of Cups is a very pleasant person. So we have some angel numbers here. We have 7 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. And then we have Knight of Cups with the 5 of Swords in reverse. I don't always take reverses because really this can still mean that there's fighting or arguing around you. But this Knight of Cups comes in, kind of like saves the day when it comes to fighting. This Knight is not all about fighting at all. Still means stand up for your truth with the 7 of Wands. And then right here on both of these, okay, we have the Lovers. Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And again, young adult, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, young adult, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, if they're representing people. So these are your cards. They're really good. Offer of love coming in to help this situation out. I think it stops the fighting because it was in the reverse. So I'm going to take that it's the stopping of this. And maybe that's the unfinished business, is there needs to be a conflict or something like that completely ended. 7 of Pentacles may mean, actually, so it can mean like looking at how you've grown. I think with it being on top of this card, that it has to do with your Akashic records and how much you've grown and seeing the harvest from your soul's point of view. Or this can be contemplation time, wondering if it was all worth it. And I guess that's where you decide to fight for something, and then it is. Then No Place Like Home. Then we have Knight of Pentacles. This is all about getting your money on track. And some, part of it is success too. It's slow and steady progress. Knight of Pentacles is definitely coming your way. It's reliable. The Lovers is kind of touching the Strength and the Queen of Cups. The Lovers card can be about a partnership. Or it can be about a really big decision. And since it is the Lovers, it's a good decision. You must have strength to make this decision and strength to place these boundaries on what you will and won't do. And then that Chariot card, it can be about a victory and on your way on the journey. Or it can also be about actual travel, going on a vacation or something like that. All right, Cancer, thank you for joining me. Sending much love and light your way. Join me for your next reading. Bye.